Hola, hoy es el 6 de mayo. No, it's not me. Why do I keep doing that?
Uh,
June, June, June. Uno, de uno. Um, I don't know how to say it. Cero, no, dos cero, doce. I don't know.
2012 would be 20.
20, 12.
Yeah, 2012.
I don't know how they do that in Spanish.
2012 is
I
probably like
should
that.
know how to do that because I majored in Spanish.
We'll just pretend they taught you that in the last year you dropped out.
Uh, Lord have mercy. Anyways, we are filming outside today where it's nice and where the heat is out, but so is the shade. A little bit of breeze and it's great. Um, I I really needed to do something. We were watching Army Wives actually reruns on Netflix. Um, and suddenly I was just like, I'm bored. And so it's like, well, what do you want to do? I don't know, but I'm bored. So we decided to come outside. Because why? I was bored. And, well, it's actually pretty nice. And we're going to come out tomorrow and the next day and we're going to do
Work on
some
my
girly
tan.
tanning. So, yeah. But what I want to talk about today is way off from this topic. It has to do with what I was talking to Crystal earlier about, and that is um, sexuality. We're talking about Madonna because one of her songs was on, and I don't like Madonna personally, and neither does Crystal. And I mean, there's a couple of songs of hers that I do like, but I mean, as a person, she's just too erotic. And I don't think that, giving yourself an orgasm while you're on stage is something that is an icon when it comes to women and their sexuality. It's not the the symbol. I don't think. I think that that's a little much, and if it were a man doing it, he would be in jail and his career would be destroyed. But because it was a woman, she was displaying sexuality. Um, I'm not for that. I'm not saying that I don't think it's good to be sexual. I think it's perfectly fine to experiment and do whatever you need to do to feel like yourself, to feel great in who you are. Don't do anything that's gonna make you feel bad about yourself. But if you do make those mistakes, then just know that it's okay to make those mistakes. Just learn from it and then don't do it again. But I think that it's okay to experiment and figure out who you are. Um, but as a woman in a wheelchair, blind and in a wheelchair, um, I would say that it's difficult for me to find where I fit in that sexuality, um, in that little niche. It's difficult, and so I took women's studies thinking that I was going to be very disappointed, as I was the time before I took women's studies, and completely disappointed because it was a male hating class. Well, this time it wasn't, and I felt completely as though I was learning something and finding out who I was. At the time, I was, 23, 24, and so it was the time of when you do find out who you are a little bit. And at 25, it really snapped. And finding out who I am as a person and what I want out of who out of life if I were to have that kind of life. I don't have a boyfriend and I don't have a girlfriend and um I have had a boyfriend um and maybe I've kissed a girl, maybe not, but it's up to me how I want to display that. Um Although I I do think that there's a spot where people sometimes think that because you're disabled that you should not have that kind of life. But the truth is that there's there is a lot of women who are that are actually even more disabled than I am who have very very sexual lives. I did a paper on it in my women's studies class, but anyways, I just want to discuss that. It's a strange topic, I know, but it is
She's taking a
something
picture of you, Auntie Weenie.
that I had to
Taking a video of
that
She's
I
taking a video of
that I
you.
it.
had to
She knows.
discuss
Why are you taking a video?
that I had to discuss and find out for myself in life. And this is Esperanza. We call her SB. She's 6 years old. My other niece. This is it for now. Ciao.